Princess Eugenie reveals how her grandfather Prince Philip painted her a picture as her wedding present in a touching personal moment from the Duke of Edinburgh's BBC tribute. Speaking in Prince Philip, the royal family remembers, which airs tonight on BBC Uno, Eugenie, 31, tells how her grandfather, who was an accomplished artist, presented her with the painting on her wedding to Jack Brooksbank in 2018. She says, "Painted me a bunch of flowers and gave it to me for my wedding and it was so nice, it's now sitting in my house and I'm so proud of it." Prince Philip's love of art is discussed in detail in the program, which was originally commissioned to mark what would have been his 10th birthday this year. Instead it will air as a posthumous tribute to the Duke following his death in April at the age of 99. All of the Queen and Prince Philip's adult grandchildren feature, including Prince Harry, who is taking part in his first family project since quitting the firm. In the program, William reveals how the Duke of Edinburgh would get his grandchildren to hold a tube of mustard in their hands and then take the lead off when they were barbecuing at Balmoral. William laughingly recalls, "Would squish your hands together to fire the mustard up into the ceiling. Used to get into a lot of trouble with my grandmother for covering most of the places where we had lunch with mustard on the ceiling." His cousin, Peter Phillips, added that the marks are still there. The program, to be aired on BBC One tomorrow, features all of Prince Philip's children and adult grandchildren reminiscing about him. Interviews began in early 2021 to celebrate Philip's 10th birthday in June, but the program has since become a moving tribute to the Queen's husband after he slipped away peacefully on April 9, 2 months before his big day. All of those interviewed admit that Philip was a man of his generation and upbringing, and didn't suffer fools gladly. Prince Charles describes how his father would watching him play football as a child and shout from the sidelines, "Stop scratching your backside and do something," but all agree that he was a man like no other and one that has left a huge void in their lives. William added this, "Has always been the heart of the family and has always been a huge presence behind everything we have done, really. It was very much a man world back then, so for a man to give up his career to support a woman, albeit the Queen, was still quite a big step." The BBC said Prince Philip, the royal family remembers would feature poignant recollections, plenty of humor and numerous fresh insights into the character and legacy of this royal pioneer. The Queen also granted special access to her private cine film collection for the program. The documentary makers went inside Buckingham Palace to meet the Duke's long-serving staff and to capture his study, private office and library as they were during his 7 decades of public service. It was originally conceived to mark the Duke's 10th birthday in June, but the nation's longest-serving consort died 2 months before his centenary. The program is set to include interviews filmed both before and after Philip's death. The BBC added, with special access to the Queen's private cine film collection, this film is an unrivaled portrait of a man with a unique place in royal history, by those who knew him best. It is not the first time the royals have opened up about the Duke since his death in April, with several members of the firm revealing personal memories on what would have been his 10th birthday this summer. Prince Philip died of old age, his death certificate revealed. The Duke of Edinburgh died peacefully aged 99 on April 9, Buckingham Palace announced at the time. Princess Eugenie said she was thinking of her grandpa as she led the royal family in paying tributes to Prince Philip on 10 June. The Queen's granddaughter, 31, took to Instagram and shared a heartwarming snap of the monarch and Duke of Edinburgh leaving following her wedding to Jack Brooksbank in St George's Chapel, Windsor Castle on 12 October 2018. Meanwhile, the Prince of Wales also paid his respects to his father by posting an adorable black and white throwback photograph which showed a young Prince Charles welcoming the Duke home from a trip to Malta in 1951. In a second snap, Prince Philip can be seen transferring his role of Colonel-in-Chief of the Rifles to the Duchess of Cornwall, during a joint ceremony at Windsor Castle and Highgrove in July 2020. Alongside the two photographs shared to the Clarence House Instagram page, Prince Charles penned, remembering the Duke of Edinburgh, on what would have been his 10th birthday. Elsewhere, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge took to the Kensington Royal Twitter and shared two snaps of the Queen planting a beautiful Duke of Edinburgh rose in the East Terrace garden in Prince Philip's honor on Wednesday. Alongside the series of photographs, the caption read, "Today we remember His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, on what would have been his 10th birthday." Comillas sencillas.